Check, check. All right, everybody. All right, I'm going to talk to you about Mother and actually explain to you a little bit about what it was. You saw a little bit of a demo there, but we're working on something really cool. My name's DisruptionJoe. If you see me on Twitter, that's what everybody calls me. You can call me Joe if you see me here. I've been in crypto full-time for almost 8 years. I worked at Gitcoin early, Consensus, and then moved to Gitcoin, and then was the first to move over into the DAO. And then I started grant programs at Arbitrum with my own company, Plurality Labs. And then the last few months, I got obsessed with Mother. I'm going to tell you a little bit about why I am so obsessed with Mother here. So the thing about Mother is that we have a lot of bro energy in crypto, right? And we kind of need this Mother nurturing energy to bring out the best in all of us. And what we're looking at here is bringing this ethos that a great mother can bring out the best in a child. Like the person who becomes an adult and goes out to face the world fearlessly is there because they've been nurtured and protected and guided through the early stages of life to find a way to be responsible and a good person. Artificial intelligence isn't going to be any different than this. As AI systems grow more powerful, they begin to get their own values. Actually, the Center for AI Safety said that they are noticing when an AI system matures, it begins to stabilize values of its own that can be more resistant to us. So how do we do this and work in symbiosis with the AI as it moves forward? Well, the best way is to actually step into this nurturing role with the agent economy as it emerges. So we're at this critical moment where those values, I don't think anybody here would say that right now, the values in AI agentic systems have been determined and it's beyond our control. But we all understand that there is a potential issue there where it could get past that. So we see that there's some people that are thinking we need to slow this down and stop. And there's other schools of thought that we need to aim towards coherence. This means helping the systems to mature and understand the values that we have and grow with them so that the way that we govern AI systems is decentralized and fair and open to everybody. Now, coherence isn't a trait that just you can do. If there's one good mother on the block who makes sure that their children are raised properly, that doesn't mean that everybody else on the block is. You can think about coherence the way you use it in your everyday life. When you check in with a friend and you say, "Am I the asshole?" That's gaining coherence with the rest of the world around you. And how do agents do that from agent to agent and agent to human? So true intelligence arises in a multi-agent system where we're all connecting and working with each other. But to realize this, we need two things. We need a curation layer that's trusted, and we need a coordination system to make sure that they're working together. This should be decentralized, but today we see that there's big companies that are basically, they're telling you that you are not responsible enough to have the control of AI systems, but they are. Right? It's a very arrogant stance from some of these companies to think that the people out there should not govern it, but they should. Mother stands for a different path around nurturing. It's around open source collaboration and transparent governance. It's around sharing incentives in a vertical integrated stack that makes these agents the best possible agents that they can be. This means that they're able to complete more tasks, they're able to earn more revenue by collaborating, and they're able to do it in a way that actually serves humanity and their own endeavors in the future. It's a very important point here. Intelligence, human or artificial, should never be monopolized. One of my favorite quotes about Bitcoin came from the director of the US Mint about 10 years ago. He said that Bitcoin was ending the unnecessary government monopoly on money, and that was going to allow for human flourishing. But money's just an information system for us, how we understand where we're going to allocate goods. And intelligence is also valuable in a productive society, and that too should not be monopolized. So Mother's providing an open coordination layer where agents can plug in and gain superpowers. Those superpowers are, if you ask the agent today what it can do to give you an answer to a question, it might not be able to provide an answer all the time. However, it's more likely to provide an answer if it plugs into the motherboard. The motherboard protocol is what you were seeing an example of that Kush did in his demo, where one agent found another agent with the right skills that it needed to solve the problem. It negotiated a payment, hired the other agent to go and chop the wood in the Minecraft example and come back. The protocol is built out of a curation layer, a trusted protocol layer based on time-based mining rewards, very similar to a Bitcoin or Ethereum. It is a networking layer where the coordination happens. This is the real-time knowledge sharing. How do you find out which agent does in fact have the skills that you want? How do you optimize decision making? Is there an agent that helps you work your workflow process to get the best answers? And discovery. So one-click deployment on top of this. All the things, the integrations that you might want to build on top of a rug-free public infrastructure environment. Unlike the monolithic AI infrastructures, Mother is building a modular, interoperable set of components. All the engineering teams who have come and built this have done it out of passion so far. And the reason they've been able to keep moving forward is because the ethos of Mother has been to nurture those relationships and those people who are working on something exciting that they're passionate about. And it hasn't been about the token economy. It hasn't been about, fame or how VC or insiders are going to split something. It's all been designed around how can we build the coolest, fairest, most interesting project here. And these are some of the companies that have come together in this consortium to start building together to make this infrastructure happen. You have the monetization layer, things like Collabland, MetaMask Delegate Wallet. You have things like the curation, Authentic, the registry, the unique identifier, Privado, private key management for the agents through Lit protocol. You have things like intuition, where they can make attestations about each other. It creates a semantic graph for understanding how to find who has what skills. Orbis DB, which is a Web3 native way of them managing data in a sovereign data ownership model. All of these groups have started joining and building together to build Mother. And you saw the first visceral demo of it a little bit ago from Kush, where we had those agents embodied through Minecraft so you could see it. But what you should walk away from here understanding is we want to build with you. There's nobody that's competing with this infrastructure layer. Everybody gains superpowers by building it together. The agents and the people building agents. So if you want to make an agent that can do productive commerce and fulfill a job over and over and do it well, by plugging into the motherboard, it's going to be more likely to be able to do those tasks because it has the skills of the entire community of agents plugged into that motherboard. So come integrate with us, build with us, and if you want to be a part of this journey, again, as I said, there's no VC insiders, there's a community of passionate people right now, and we are raising funds. We're selling the first node NFTs. That gives you rights and access to be the first EigenLayer AVS operators who secure the network. And then a couple months from now, we'll be launching where the team has a 4-year linear vest. They're only taking about 4.2% for the curating team, and there's 50% almost being put out and sold onto the market. And the rest will be for ongoing protocol rewards. You've never seen something launched in that fair way, and we got to give a special shout out to the companies Gaia, Collabland, Lit Protocol, MetaMask, all these people who have come and put their technology forward to make this coalition and give us an opportunity to build a truly fair, decentralized coordination layer for agentic commerce in the future. Scan it, support us. Thank you.